in continuation to the previous class, okay, so last class we have discussed about the introduction to power semiconductor drives. So quickly we'll do some recap over here. Okay, so we have discussed about the, okay, so what is drive, then what is electrical drives. Drive means the system employed for motion control is called drive. Then the electrical drives means the drives employing electrical motors are known as electrical drives. Then coming to the definition of power semiconductor drives. So power semiconductor drives deal with the use of power semiconductor switches or the circuits in controlling the motors used for driving mechanical loads. Okay. So today we will discuss one of the important topic, that is block diagram of an electric drive system. Okay. So this block diagram of the electric drive system consists of various parts, like, okay, it consists of source, power modulator, motor, mechanical load, sensor or sensing unit, and control unit. Okay. So in this case, okay, so these are the parts of the electric drives. Okay. So the important parts is electrical motor or the loads, power modulator, then sources, then control unit, and sensing unit. Okay. So in the exam you can draw the block diagram neatly. After that then you can able to write the explanation. Okay. So the various parts of electric drives are, okay, electric motors and the load. Okay, obviously it is mechanical load. Then we have, okay, power modulator, then electric and motion sensors or the sensing unit, then control unit and sources. Okay. So here we'll use the different types of motors. Okay. So if the motors are actually for the variable speed application, okay, so that motors will be used for speed control application type. Okay. So in this subject, so we will come across the various types of motors, like DC motors and AC motors. In DC motors, actually, actually the various types of DC motors are actually shunt motor, series motor, compound motor, and permanent magnet motors. Okay. So for the speed control applications, we will use the separately excited motor and the DC series motor. And in coming to the AC motors, so we have induction motor and synchronous motor. So in induction motor, okay, so we will control the speed of the squirrel cage induction motor and slip-ring induction motor. Then the synchronous motors are wound field type and the permanent magnet type. Okay. So what are the various types of mechanical loads? So mechanical loads may be constant torque load and another variable torque load. So the main, okay, the one of the, okay, actually, okay, example of constant torque load is lift and crane, and the variable torque load example will be fan and pumps. Okay. So it is one, okay, power modulator. It is one of the important parts of your electric drive system. Okay. So what is power modulator? Power modulator will convert the electrical energy, okay, of the source in the form of suitable to the motor. Okay. For an example, if the source is DC and an induction motor is to be employed, then the power modulator is required to convert DC into a variable frequency AC. Okay. Also, the power modulator modulates the flow of power, okay, from source to the motor in such a manner that the motor is imparted speed or characteristics required by the load. So another main function of the power modulator is that it restricts the source and motor currents, okay, to permissible limits during the transient operations such as starting, braking, and speed reversal. Okay, so the power modulator interface between the power source or power supply and motor. Okay. So what are the various types of power modulators? Will come across here. Okay, some of the drives may employ more than one of the power modulators. Okay, so the power modulators may be classified into, okay, your control rectifiers. It may be, okay, AC to DC. Okay, then we have, okay, DC to AC converters or inverters, you can say. Another is, okay, AC voltage regulator, or it is also known as AC to AC checker, AC to AC chopper. Okay, so AC chopper which converts the, okay, fixed AC to variable AC, fixed AC to variable AC. Okay, then we have another converter is your, okay, DC chopper, DC to DC converter of the DC chopper. Okay, then we have, okay, cycle converter. So cycle converter will convert the, okay, fixed voltage, fixed frequency AC to variable voltage, variable frequency AC. So in these subjects, okay, how you are controlling the various motors using these converters we will discuss in details. Okay, so we will discuss about the, okay, the speed control of DC motor drives, speed control of induction motor drives, and the speed control of synchronous motor drive. Okay, so another actually important parts of the electric drive system is sensor or sensing unit. Okay, so okay, so sensing units are, okay, of the, okay, it may be, okay, speed sensing or the current sensing. Okay, it may be speed sensor or current sensor. Okay, so speed sensing is required for the implementation of the closed loop speed control schemes. Okay, the speed is usually sensed by using tachometers. So when very high accuracies are required, as in the computer peripherals or the paper mills, okay, then you can use the digital tachometers. Okay, so the two commonly used methods for sensing are the, okay, are the currents, using the, okay, current sensors employing the Hall effect, and using the, okay, non-inductive resistance shunt in conjunction with an isolation amplifier. Okay, which is an arrangement for amplification and isolation between the power and control units. So here in this subjects, particularly in this subjects, we will come across the two types of sensor or the sensing unit. One is, okay, speed sensor and current sensor. Speed sensor and current sensor. As I have already told, the speed will be sensed or the measured using the tachometer, okay, or the digital tachometer for the high accuracy, and the current sensor, okay, so it will employ the Hall effect, okay, Hall effect sensors. Okay. Then we have control unit. Okay. The main function or the basic function is to monitor the system variables. Okay, then it will compare them with the desired values and then adjust the converter output until the system achieves a desired performance. Okay, so the controls of for a power modulators are provided in the control unit. The nature of the control unit for a particular drive depends on the power modulator, okay, that is speed that is used. So when the semiconductor converters are used, the control unit consists of firing circuits which employ linear and digital integrated circuits, and transistors and microprocessors are used when the sophisticated control is required. Okay, so in order to get the desired output, Okay, so this control unit will provide, okay, the required actually the firing pulses to the converters. Okay, then actually we have, okay, then the power sources. Okay, so this is the input to the, okay, LED dash systems. Okay, the power sources, the sources may be AC or it may be DC source. Okay, or it may be single phase AC or the, okay, three phase AC, or the power source may be DC supply. Okay, depending upon the requirement, then you can choose the, okay, the type of the power source or the power supply.